Hello guys, so let's talk about this lady, Mrs. Mutiat Lasisi, who happens to be another victim of domestic violence, this time in another level, in Oyo State of Ibadan. So a few days ago, Mrs. Mutiat cried out on social media over the type of domestic violence she has been going through. Actually, it has not been stated for how long she has been married or she has stayed with the man. Then, at the end of the day, the man eventually poured her raw acid. Guys, just look at her head. Oh my goodness. This man just went out, bought acid, and poured it on a human being, on somebody's child, without any sentiment, without sentimental touch, guys. And the bone of contention, according to the lady, was because she couldn't bear the man child or children. So, but I don't believe this man just went overnight and bought acid to pour her. I believe this man must have been beating her, but she has been, resisting before the man finally, bought acid and poured it on her. I mean, before somebody can go to that level, there must have been, there must have been traces or symptoms. Something must have been happening. You won't just overnight wake up and go and buy acid, and the man wanted to force her. Look at her mouth. She said the man wanted to force her to drink the acid. So when the man couldn't succeed in giving her the acid to drink, then the man poured it on her. And funny enough, she doesn't have money to go for proper medical checkup. So she's appealing to meaningful Nigerians to help her so that this thing will not turn to cancer of the head or even the mouth. And she said this thing doesn't heal. The wound will go and come back, So eventually it might turn to cancer. So this type of domestic level is of another level. It's not that the man caught her with another man or what. Though we haven't heard from the side of the man, because the man is nowhere to be found. The man is already at large as I'm making this video. So she said she's so weak, she loses strength always. But the problem now, she needs proper medical attention. That's just the issue. So honestly, this is so sad. How do you want to give somebody, look at her mouth. Oh my goodness, it's so irritating. The person that did this is a beast. Honestly, is a beast. No matter anything, how could you just go and buy acid and then want somebody's child to drink it and die and leave her 5 children? She was already in a previous relationship where she has 5 children, guys. Don't forget. So I beg of you these days, please, guys, if marriage will work, we stay. If it wouldn't work, let's depart. It's not by force. It's not by force. Just look at. But another thing is that having 5 children in my previous relationship, I don't think I would have jumped into another one, especially when my children are still very young, because merely looking at her, you see that she's a very young lady. She should have gotten time to take care of her children, stay with them instead of jumping to another thug's house. 5 children is already okay for a woman, a young lady of this of her own generation. So may God help her and heal her. I hope she gets help so that she will get good medical attention, so that this thing will not turn to cancer, and so that she will be there for her children. So we should all learn, guys. Nobody is above mistake, actually, but at times we just need to learn.